Hello everybody, welcome to your first set of notes for AP Chem. This first set of notes is actually a self-guided assignment that you're going to do a little bit at a time. It's a little different than a normal lecture. So this is a way for you to jog your memory and just remember a few of the key things from every chapter. You'll notice along the top here there are links to the first semester topics, and the bottom is second semester. Your teacher may have chunked these differently. They may have given them different titles. No big deal. Please use my numbering system and my titles so that we're all consistent. So first, let's set our notebook up. You can either do this with me and pause the video to give yourself time, or you can open the PDF later, whichever you find more helpful. So the first page of your notebook should be your All About Me page. And page 2 should be your safety notes. As of right now, page 3 is blank, and that is where we're going to start. You should have been given a handout in class that's a half sheet of paper. It looks like this. I call these things that we put into our notebook glue-ins because you're literally going to glue it into your notebook. So you can see here what I've done is I've listed off all of the chapters from first semester Honors Chem and second semester's Honors Chem. And I've provided you with QR codes and small links to go to various helpful places on the class website. So there's the link for this review PowerPoint. There's the Honors Table of Contents from my website. There's reference sheets and study materials from Honors Chem, and the rainbow pockets, which were our homework, as well as a link to my YouTube channel. The idea here is that as we go through the year in AP Chem, we revisit all of the chapters that we've touched upon in Honors Chem. And we add to our knowledge, we add to the complexity, we add more math, more understanding, more topics. But the really important thing is that when we start each new chapter in AP Chem, you need to go back and review the Honors Chem material. The great thing about the way chemistry is done at our school is that you do have a year of Honors Chem before AP Chem. And so we're able to spread out the material over 2 years and make it way more manageable. The downside is there's a lot of time in between when you take Honors Chem and when we get to the topics again in AP. And sometimes, usually, most of the time, people forget some of the finer details that you learned in Honors Chem, or even if you remember the concepts, you may not be fast at it anymore. You may be needing to work on how quickly you can solve the problems again. So it's going to be very important that you come back to this page, come back to these Honors Chem topics repeatedly all year long. That should be a habit that you build, and I should not have to tell you every single time to go back and review your Honors Chem when we start new chapters. Some people like to have a separate little notebook where they jot down, new notes from the honors material as they review. Some people like to keep binder paper in their 3-ring binder to work on their review. Some people like to add it to their composition notebooks before we start the new chapter. It doesn't really matter to me how you go about doing this, as long as you're actually doing it. It's incredibly important to be refreshing your memory and getting those skills back from Honors Chem before we get to the stuff in AP Chem again, because we really want to set ourselves up for success to do well this year, and part of that is remembering all the things you've already learned. So let me go through and show you what this document is like, how it's set up, how it works. The idea here is that I went through all of my Honors Chem lectures and I took little screenshots of some of the key pieces of information that you have to remember in order to be successful starting the new AP chapter. Now, this won't have every single thing in it because it's just the highlight reel. If you want the full honors lecture, you'll just go to my class website, go to the Honors Chem tab, and pull the whole PowerPoint up. But this is just a way to kind of jog your memory. So don't panic when you see how long this is. You won't have to go through all 300 slides here. You're going to be able to jump around and review things as needed. So you can see here that each unit is going to start with some bullet points of the key topics that are there in the chapter. This is how I personally tend to chunk things in my honors class. Remember, all teachers might be different, but this might help you find what you're looking for. These are the topics that will appear in my unit number 1. This is a screen snip from one of my PowerPoints reminding you about how to use scientific notation. Here's some metric system review, King Henry mnemonic, etc. So when you're kind of done with a unit and you want to go to a different unit, rather than having to click through the whole entire PowerPoint, I added this little link to jump you back to the title slide. And then you can just jump to the new chapter you're interested in. Let's say you want to review some kinetics. Well, that was second semester. Come down here, click kinetics. You see the title slide for the unit, the bullet points of what topics are included, and then you start to see the screen snips that I added for you. So I hope that was helpful to have a little video of instructions, kind of go through the intention of this assignment, since it is a little different than a normal PowerPoint, normal lecture. Okay, that is it. I hope that was helpful. Bye, everybody.